Lauryn Hill, speaking of black women, she got up on stage and told the audience that they're lucky that she shows up at all to her shows. A, a whole place full of paying customers. And I remember shortly afterward, this woman basically said, she had this whole post that said, I went and got a babysitter and took time off from work to go to this Lauryn Hill concert. Yes. I drove 3 hours. And I was thinking the worst thing that was going to happen was she's going to show up late, only to show up when the concert was canceled.
I would say this. The only contract that you sign as an artist is the one with you. The only contract that matters, really. I shouldn't say matters, really. The most significant contract is the one that the artist signs with the consumer. When that person buys a ticket to see you do what you do, they're investing money and time. Time you don't ever get back.
Correct.
I think that I remember seeing Lauryn Hill years ago at the University Amphitheater. Mm-hmm. It's not that now, right? But she was so dynamic that I thought she must have had more, like, she only sang Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, but I thought it was like, and it was one of her music is in the in Congress. She's that.
But her album is phenomenal. It won all the Grammys that
albums
year. One of the greatest albums of all time.
That does not mean that you are so arrogant that you get to decide that people's time isn't worth your effort. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I think it's insulting to tell the people that their time and money isn't worth your effort, and I'm blessed to have you, as if I came down from on high, and I think that's insulting for me. Now, I can't say what her motivations were. I can say for me, it is insulting to have people get babysitters and get their hair done, talk about it online, be excited for that you're their escape, basically. And for you to say, you lucky I came here, is insulting to me.
Yeah, and then shortly afterwards, she canceled the whole rest of her tour.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just feel like Lauryn is one of these people who just don't like to do it anymore. You reach a point in your life, something you like to do in your 20s, you don't necessarily like to do in your 50s.
Well, then you should.
You shouldn't waste people's time by taking that deposit. By having the venue advertise your show, having people.
I agree.
I think it's trash behavior. And listen, I know the Fugees. I know Praz. I know Jerry Wonder. I've interviewed Wyclef. I've never met Lauryn, not surprisingly. You know what I mean? But like,
I think any artist who takes their audience for granted,
yes,
is a level of the one thing that you don't get back is time. Mm-hmm. And I decided to invest some of it in you. Yeah. For me, that is disrespectful. Now, I don't know what it's like. I'm out every week doing comedy. I don't know what it's like to not want to do it. But to me, the contract that you sign, in addition to the agents, the artists, the venue, the biggest contract, the most important, the most indelible one, is the one you sign with that audience. I'm going to be here, and maybe you don't dig what I'm doing, but I'm going to give you the best I got for this day.
Yeah, I mean, this is how I feel, and I've always said this, is that when it comes to Vlad TV, the guests will come and go. I had regular guests for years who one day decided they're not rocking with me anymore, and that's that. But the audience has been sticking around with me for 15 years.
Do you know what I never...
Go ahead.
I've been everywhere. I saw you on Vlad.
Right.
They call you Vlad. I'm
V-Lad.
like, hey, I don't think
or
it's...
Glad.
I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
So you have a reach, and maybe, listen, I think the reason I have such an affinity for you is because in the end, you buy me great liquor and cigars, which...
Can't downplay that
Come
part.
on, let's not pretend like that doesn't exist.
This new batch of cigars cost me $700 with tax.
Let's
just point that out.
And the other thing is you love what you do as much as I love what I do. And I can't, that whole mutual combatants, even gladiators who had to fight with each other, had to, fight life and death. Well, like we all gladiators, we understand what we do. I think I just have never, in my relationship dynamic with you, I've never had an occasion to mistrust you.
Right.
I don't know what everybody else, I can't say what that thing is. And I enjoy, like, it's times you come in, I go, I ain't got nothing to say. It's like, it's really.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it's never, but every time I see you, I know I'm gonna get some great cigars and great liquor that I'm going to take home.
and you know, like
And
the
have
best
some
people,
fun.
the best people in your life, I've realized over time, are there 100%.
Yeah.
They have 100% reliability. Now, life happens, and sometimes things get derailed, but they'll tell you why it's getting derailed. They just won't like not show up, or they won't be there for you when they say. The most important people in my life, they're not 99%. They're 100%.
We did interviews during COVID. And my wife wouldn't let nobody in.
I know, right? No, you're right. I came over during COVID with my cameraman.
Yeah, you're the first
house.
white guy we had in that wasn't serving a warrant. Let me tell you that. Or selling insurance.
Selling insurance. I love it.